This prediction effect is guaranteed to astonish. Random choices lead to a freely selected card, and a pre-written prediction that's guaranteed to always be 100% correct. This is CoachTrick. Welcome to another CoachTrick tutorial. Prepare to leave your audience speechless with an effect that's as clever as it is stunning. And best of all, this trick is entirely self-working, contains no difficult moves or sleights, and is suitable for magicians of all skill levels. As ever, stick with us to explore how mastering magic cultivates focus, patience, and confidence, traits that extend far beyond performing tricks. Okay, let's jump into it. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, so as ever, let's kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself. Now, this is going to be a demonstration of free choice and inevitability. Now, the first thing to notice is on the table here, we have an envelope. Now, this envelope contains a pre-written prediction, and it's in an envelope to keep it safe and secure. And so we're going to place this on the table just over here until we need it. Over here on the table, we also have a pack of cards. Now, the first thing to notice about these cards here is that they all look pretty much similar. And that is, except of course, there is one key difference. But that one key difference isn't noticeable until it's pointed out. And you can also just show the cards individually. We can see on the faces of the cards here, they all look pretty much the same. And we can see on the backs of the cards, they all look the same, just like so. We now want to start introducing some randomness, so we're now going to mix these cards up a little. And we're going to do that just by drawing off the top and the bottom card like so to the table. And we're just going to repeat that for all of the cards in the pack. And that means we're just mixing them up as we go. So some cards are now face to face and some cards are now back to back. And we can see that just there. To continue to make things as random as possible, we're now going to use a totally random card in order to select a card. So you're now going to ask the spectator to choose a number between 1 and 10. Any number they like, it's a totally free choice. Let's say in this instance they choose the number 4. So you're now just going to count off 3 cards and then take the 4th card here, the spectator's chosen number, and we're just going to mark this card with a paper clip like so. Now, this just ensures that this card is always visible and recognizable, and we're just going to place the rest of the cards on top like so. Now, we're just going to deal the cards into 2 rows on the table, and to ensure a random selection, our selected card is going to be the card that's in the same position in the other row as the spectator's marked card. So we'll just take the cards and we're just going to deal them like so to the table, just into 2 rows. Just like so. So our selected card is going to be this card here, the card opposite the spectator's marked card, the card in the same position in the opposite row. You can emphasize at this point, there's absolutely no way that anybody could have known that that would be the selected card. Remember, the spectator had a totally free choice of number. You can now turn all of the cards face up, except for the selected card. So we're just going to turn the cards face up like so. You can now point out that all of the cards still look pretty much exactly the same, just as we pointed out right at the beginning. That is, except of course for the one key difference. And it just so happens that that one key difference is with our selected card, because our selected card just so happens to be the only red card amongst all of the cards. And not only that, but you can now demonstrate to the spectator how that choice was totally inevitable. And you can now take your prediction, which has been on the table the entire time. You can now remove your prediction from the envelope like so. And you can re-emphasize with the spectator the totally free and random choice that they had. And yet, despite that free choice, you can reveal how you somehow knew all along that they would choose the only red card. A brilliant prediction effect that's also super simple to perform, so stick around because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect. Now, you need to start with a pre-written prediction, and this prediction will say that you will choose the only red card. Now, this prediction is going to be true no matter what happens. Now, you can place this prediction in an envelope if you like. I think this just helps add to the intrigue, and then you can just place the prediction on the table like so. You're also going to start with a pack of 10 cards just here. Now, these 10 cards are made up like so. You have one single red-faced card, so in this instance the 5 of diamonds, and that's blue-backed. You then have 8 black spot cards. These can be any cards that you like, and these are all blue-backed cards. Then you'll have another black spot card, so over here the 3 of spades, and this card will be red backed. Take the red face card, place the 8 black spot cards on top of that card, and then take your red backed card and place this on top of all. You can now display the cards like so. Just deal the first 5 cards face up into a pile on the table. Turn over the pack of cards that you're holding, and then deal these cards face down onto the dealt cards. You can now take the pack and you're going to mix up the cards a little. So just hold the pack from above like so, and you're just going to draw off with the other hand the top and the bottom cards to the table. And you're just going to repeat this for all of the cards in the pack until you get to the final 2 cards. With that done, the spectator can now choose a number between 1 and 10, any number they like. Let's say in this instance they choose the number 5. If they choose 5, you're just going to count off 4 cards like so, 1, 2, 3, 4, without changing their order, and just place those onto the table. You'll take the 5th card and you're just going to mark that with a paper clip so that that card is visible and clearly marked. You will then place this card individually onto the dealt cards, and then place all of the other cards that you're holding on top of those. You're now going to deal the cards into 2 rows of 5 on the table like so. The first card is going to go in the top left, the next card will go just below that, and then you'll repeat that for the rest of the cards. The selected card is going to be the card that's opposite the marked card. So here we have our marked card, so in this instance, this is our selected card. Now here our selected card is face up, so we're just going to turn all of the other cards so they're face down. You can now point out how all of the cards still look exactly the same. That is except of course for our selected card, which you can now reveal to be the only red-backed card amongst all of the cards. And to top it all, you can now reveal your prediction, which shows that all along you knew the spectator would choose the only red card. Now, in the explanation just then, the selected card was a face-up card, and so we turned all of the other cards face down. The other scenario is that the selected card could be a face-down card, and we can see that just here. In this scenario, you would turn all of the other cards face up. You can now note how all of these cards look exactly the same, and the selected card will still be the only red card amongst all of the cards. And so whatever the scenario, your prediction will always be 100% right. And there you have it. By mastering tricks like this, you'll not only wow your audience, but you're also building a range of skills. Remember, magic is about the journey of learning, improving, and surprising yourself with what you can do. So keep on practicing and keep on amazing. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep the magic alive and take care.